now, the current state of Twitch is like
How did he get this out so quick, bro?
on fire. It is a complete disaster. It's like the most degenerate reality TV show program
Charlie's so
ever
handsome.
broadcast, and the entire internet can't look away, myself included. I wanted to break down every single plot line going on in the Twitch drama
Let his
sphere,
meat go?
but that would consist of more chapters
Okay, relax.
than a Harry Potter book to it. Every single day, a new bomb gets dropped. Every time you go to sleep, you'll wake up as if Santa Claus visited you, and instead of putting presents under the tree, he put coal and drama in your stocking.
Don't know me.
And for a lot of people that enjoy watching a shit show from the sideline, that's better than any Christmas present you could ever get, I suppose. So overall, I just thought it'd be helpful to be like an almanac here, a little guide to help you navigate through this wild web of wackiness that's been going on Twitch with this crazy soap opera. So I'm going to try and enter into a flow state here and explain it all as best and as quickly as I can. So I'm going to try and really tap into the avatar state here to drive
this
home
nigga?
all
You could
the
call a
important
nigga
stuff
handsome,
happening there.
pussy.
So let's take it from the top. This story starts with an event
What, you probably
called
want me to
Shit
call you
Camp.
handsome,
It's the
fuck,
follow-up
nigga.
to an event that QT
want that
Cinderella
nigga just
hosted
'cause I
last
say he
year, where a
handsome.
lot of big streamers came together and did a lot of really fun IRL content together, and it was just a really memorable, really positive experience. So this year,
Hassan
QT
was kinda-
Cinderella was putting on the sequel.
Hassan was kind of... Did he lose weight? Damn, Hassan was kind of big.
It was just a really memorable, really positive experience. So this year, QT Cinderella was putting on the sequel, Shit Camp 2022.
Yeah, that was XQC.
And unfortunately, before the event even began, it was plagued by a bit of controversy because the biggest streamer in the world, XQC, had already said he'd be attending, he'd be going to Shit Camp this year as well, but last second decided not to without informing QT Cinderella beforehand. He didn't give like prior notice
I know
that he wasn't
that
going to
nigga
be
beard
going,
smells
so it
like
caught her
weirdness.
as well
Yo,
as a lot of
respect
people
Charlie,
off
bro.
guard. And I'm going to go ahead and give
Charlie.
my take on this because this is kind of where blood started boiling a bit. This was like the first bit of drama to start this incredibly apocalyptic week off.
Have you seen
I'm just
Hassan
play a clip from my
shirtless?
stream
No,
where
I
I
just
briefly
haven't
talk
seen
about it because I
Hassan
don't want to just
shirtless.
plagiarize my own stream here, so I might as well just play the clip where I already talked about this. So it all started with Shit Camp. It all started with XQC not going to Shit Camp and not telling anyone that he wasn't going until it like happened. Which is very standard for XQC. Usually he'll say yes to anything he's invited to, but then not show up, but he doesn't tell anyone.
Damn.
Like for Creator Clash, iDubbbz didn't know he wasn't coming until the day that the event happened.
Nah, XQC weird.
He's not good at communicating. There's nothing wrong with not going.
Niggas who do that
I
is
just think he
crazy,
needs to
bro.
be better at communicating. I don't think he does it maliciously. I really think he just doesn't think to do it. People like to try and spin it as like a malicious thing. I don't get that impression. I really just think he is so focused on stream and content that things like checking in with people, updating people, he doesn't even think to do. It never at any point comes across.
Nigga, if you have something planned, why?
Now, this event on its own was a big controversy, but it wasn't a
until the day of, bro. You know,
it was frustrating to QT Cinderella and organizing the Shit Camp. But overall, I think everyone walked away from this situation still on decent terms with one another. But it really set in motion a series of events that ended in an absolutely cataclysmic disaster for streamers. And it can all be traced back to one single event that happened at Shit Camp that was nobody's fault. Just a pure, innocent accident. A force of nature that no one could have stopped. EROB. EROB is another big streamer, and EROB attended Shit Camp. EROB made a joking threat to one of his longtime viewers in a chat. I believe it was offline chat. EROB made a joke about beating him up at TwitchCon. And Twitch banned EROB for this. He got a 7-day ban for joking with one of his viewers about beating his ass.
I'm not gonna lie, say this.
And then Twitch eventually revisited this ban not long after issuing it. And they decided to increase the duration from 7 days to 30 days. EROB received a 30-day ban for joking with one of his viewers about beating them up at TwitchCon.
Go ahead, threaten us again.
Everything went to shit. That's where we shifted to a different dimension of pure darkness, sadness, and filth. Our entire timeline shifted from this one event. EROB's unjustified banning over nothing. EROB would have got a less harsh sentence if he got butt fucked by that viewer on stream. We just saw Twitch give a 7-day ban to that girl that had sex on stream. EROB would have been better off filming a fucking sex tape live on stream with that viewer. He would have got a less harsh ban.
Bro, there really was OnlyFans going on and only got 7 days. So how the fuck did you just say I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you? As a joke, 30 days, bro. Wanna test that, huh?
Such an unbelievably silly ban, and this event was a lot like the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand and how that event helped kick off World War I. This was the catalyst for all of the shit that's been going on Twitch right now. So shortly after EROB's ban, there was a very public breakup between XQC and his longtime girlfriend, Adept. The two of them then went even more public with information around the breakup, even arguing in a Discord call while being streamed in front of an audience of 120,000 viewers, all waiting on bated breath.
Oh my god, that was wild, bro. 100K. Bro, imagine arguing in front of your ex-girlfriend in front of these, my boy. Yo, nigga, you gotta be sick or something, bro. Imagine you being in the middle of this and arguing with your ex-girlfriend, bro. Nigga, what the fuck are you doing, bro? It's actually crazy when you put into perspective how crazy, like, especially like this shit is. Like if I was on the stage and I was in front, like all you niggas, I would not be on, like, what the fuck would I be doing, bro? I'd probably be giving y'all niggas some side eye, some weird looks or something. Like, if you look at me funny or type shit, I might say something.
For new, juicy, spicy drama, there was a lot of very private, personal stuff that was revealed, and it was a big deal for about 8 hours until the next bomb on Twitch dropped, which was Slicker and the scamming that came to light. I made a whole video about this because this is one of the biggest scams I've seen on a live streaming platform. I'll break it down to like the bare bullet points here. Slicker, very popular streamer for a time, was using his viewers as piggy banks. He would message a lot of his viewers and his mods with sob stories about like his bank being closed and how much he needs the money, and he was able to gather a lot of money from fans as well as friends. He reached out to pretty much all of his streamer friends and begged them for money and got money from them too, promising to pay them back, but only paying back very few of them. He spent it all gambling.
Everything I had.
He used roughly $300,000 of funds that he got from friends and fans and used it all gambling.
That's how much.
So that all came to light, which then overshadowed the breakup stuff and the Slicker scam being the biggest news on the platform until the next day. That had about 24 hours worth of being Twitch's biggest controversy, so that had a pretty good run, all things considered. There was a lot of longevity there.
Christ,
the next day, this whole gambling situation started to bubble over onto Twitter. Because this was such big news, everyone was then talking about gambling addiction. Like, look how bad slots are for you. Look at what this streamer did. And it all ties back to Twitch allowing gambling is on the platform. Bro. So then it became a big movement on Twitter with, the hashtag Twitch ban gambling, and a lot of people giving a lot of takes on, the proper way of handling gambling on live streams. And this started a war because there's a lot of popular streamers that do gambling. So then a lot of those streamers were feuding with streamers that were vocal against gambling, and they were clashing on Twitter all night.
And if so, hey man.
About 6 hours after that, we had another fucking massive bombshell drop with a different piece of drama outside of like the normal streamer category. This is chess. I made a whole video about the chess cheating scandal that's going on right now with the anal bead cheating hypothesis.
What?
This had a new development. To break that down,
wait, so the chess was a part of the drama?
Named Hans Niemann beat
what is happening, bro?
The number one chess player in the world in a shocking upset, and Magnus Carlsen withdrew from the tournament that he lost to Hans.
This is a part of the drama?
Hans may have cheated, so then speculation ran wild, and eventually people started to wonder, did Hans Niemann cheat by using a chess bot programmed into a pair of anal beads or a butt plug? So that's been like the big chess drama there.
Yo, I don't care. He's him. I don't care, bro.
He's 12 hours ago. He's 6 hours from the gambling.
He'll put everything on the line to do it, bro. He's him. He won it.
Carlsen faced each other.
Niggas don't want it that bad no more, bro. I don't care.
And they were playing online chess. Magnus Carlsen resigned after 2 moves. Magnus Carlsen rage quit his match against Hans Niemann right away.
What?
Thus continuing this soft insinuation that he believes Hans Niemann is a cheater. So that spiraled chess into an even bigger pit of controversy, because that is a big deal. That is very unprofessional. That affects the entire tournament.
Gotta give him the win if you're going that far. I'm saying, bro.
It's a very bad look. So the entire chess community was outraged with Magnus for this action, because it's childish. It really is. To be that salty, mauled that hard, and still not have the confidence to say with your chest, Hans Niemann is a cheater and I refuse to play against him, it's a bad look. If you really believes he's a cheater, say it, and don't just go into the tournament and then rage quit and fuck it up for everyone else. It's very simple. If it was anyone besides Magnus, the repercussions here would be extreme. But Magnus gets a pass because he's the #1 player in the world, but the chess community isn't happy about it.
So the #1 player rage quit?
That's a still developing story, but that's the latest in the anal bead conspiracy
how
for chess
nutting
cheating.
during chess
And that was the hottest news on Twitch.
How nutting during chess? Well, you know what I'm saying? The beads is actually to vibrate to tell him the next move. You know, if he nuts, that's more of like a plus to the chess shit. So it'd be a little awkward type shit. Like if he were to, like, yo, what are you doing, nigga? The nigga just nigga just nutting across the table would be a little awkward. But shit, the anal beads E-word was not for, you know what I'm saying, no type of other shit. It was to give him the move, bro.
Because it was broadcast on Twitch. But that was the hottest news.
Imagine the nigga start moaning after a move. Yo, if a nigga started nutting across the table, bro, I would be like, yo. Yo, nigga started nutting across with me, bro. I'm looking at that nigga crazy. Bro, that nigga better, yo. Come on, dog. Because they did say the G-spot is up there. So if he just hit the right spot when he move a little bit, bro, now he gotta go.
In Twitch drama for only about 4 hours, because 4 hours after that, the fighting on Twitter reached an absolutely crazy climax. After getting into a disagreement with fellow streamers on Twitter, Trainwreckstv released this tweet here, which made hefty accusations about one of the largest streamers being complacent in a cover-up of a sexual assault. This, of course, is a massive deal. This is
what they're arguing about right now.
Petty internet drama. Sexual assault is a crime, and it is something that should never be taken lightly. So this kind of accusation clearly had a massive effect on the entire platform. And throughout the course of the night, over like a 4-hour period, a lot of clips were surfacing. The victim of this story that Train was alluding to in the tweets also spoke out and went live to explain the story. If you'd like to understand more of it, I'd recommend going to her Twitter or watching her VOD. Her name is Adriana Lee. I'm not going to go into detail.
He had to been training with them beads for a month to have that much self-control
about this story in the video here, because it's not just petty, goofy internet drama when it's dealing with something this serious. Obviously, this situation was a massive deal on the platform, and as of right now, it is still developing. And as I'm making this video, yet another massive bomb has dropped on Twitch that is creating drama. Twitch put out an official statement on their stance on gambling, and it seems like they have outright banned any kind of gambling involving slots and shit like that, which was their main category for gambling. In their statement, they said they're making an update to their policy effective October 18th that'll prohibit the streaming of gambling sites that include slots, roulette, or dice games that aren't licensed either in the U.S. or other jurisdictions that provide sufficient consumer protection.
This shit just happened too.
Stake.com, Rollbit, Duelbit, Roulbet. However, we may
Pokimane started the discussion.
Identify others as we move forward. We will continue to allow websites that focus on sports betting, fantasy sports, and poker. So,
goddamn, she owned it. She owned this bitch,
gambling on Twitch has been an absolutely massive category for quite some time now, specifically slots. That's where most of all of the gambling streams take place, in the slots category. Wow. And the biggest sponsor of gambling streams on Twitch is Stake.com. The fact that Twitch put Stake.com in their statement by name is huge. They are paying millions upon millions of dollars for streamers to gamble on their site. They
what about their contracts,
so much sponsorship money that they've tossed around on Twitch, and the fact that they are now prohibited immediately cuts that entire thing off.
No one cares
I truly never thought Twitch would outright ban gambling like that.
None of us here.
Now, of course, they did allow exceptions for like poker, sports betting, and fantasy sports, but I genuinely
never thought respectfully, bro. Respectfully, bro. Who the fuck watches a gambling stream, bro? I don't even know how them niggas even be still having niggas like in their stream when they watching when they gambling. Who the fuck watches a gambling stream, bro? I can't name one person who actually do.
Off slots, roulette, and everything there. That is a wild, big dick move there that is going to cause at least a month worth of controversy on the platform, because there's a lot of gambling streamers that just lost massive amounts of money from
I
their
like watching people
Stake.com
in like their first
sponsorship
time,
deal, as well as just content, because
like when they first time
streaming
doing it, see if
slots
they
for a
gonna
lot of
lose.
streamers was
But like
the
an
main source of
everyday
their
gambling
content for a
thing,
while
watching
now.
a nigga, that
that's
I don't
just
even
going
know
to
how
be a
niggas do it.
huge change for a lot of people on there. Not only streamers but viewers, because there's a ton of viewers that only watch gambling content. So that whole situation there,
gambling, though.
that's a
Then
game
Pokey
changer.
tweets and boom,
So
it's gone.
it has been a fucking crazy week
got motion
on Twitch. It's fucking wild. Hopefully this caught all of you up to speed. I gave you like the bare bones essentials to every story that's been going on recently. That's about it. See ya.
Yeah, gambling is banned.